The return.
Morning.
After this, right now.
Microwave.
Yeah. I was awestruck when she walked in.
Oh my gosh.
Not her bod, but how she topped it.
What?
Looking so fine with the long brim. And she clothesline people often.
Watch out, watch out.
Hey. Taking up some space in the club.
Hey.
And I don't give a damn about the bud. You got a curvy hat. Damn girl, where's the derby at?
Oh, wow.
Girl, your bucket hat is fucking fat. How much padding did you stuff in that? I think she got some work done.
And he's
Cause
back.
she's wearing a construction hat.
I think we're running on everything. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're going to start with that.
It's definitely affected my career
It's affected.
in every industry.
Every time I've tried to do anything, there's this really strong part of my brain, which is most of the brain,
that is affected.
that will not do it. I have the plan. I can come up with 100 plans.
Oh, this is nice. I really enjoy this, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I come up with 100 plans, and then I just don't. I can't do it.
Do you are you prescribed any medication?
I have been prescribed medication, yes.
That's
And
good.
I didn't take it for a really long time, and it's not my intention to like remain on it forever.
Yeah.
But the idea when I was talking to my doctor about it after I got diagnosed, because I got diagnosed and then I was like, cool. And then I didn't do anything about it for over a year and a half because I have ADHD.
Yeah.
And and so then I was like, you know what? We're going to try something different here. And then, so the idea is to take the medication to hopefully form new habits and then get off of it. So, you
Yeah.
know, like that's the plan. We'll see what happens. But I have found it to be very helpful. And I only take it when needed. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, Monday through Friday kind of thing.
That's what they said too, right?
Yeah,
When
literally.
they
And-
prescribe anything regarding that, they're
Yeah.
like, only take it when you need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found that it's helped me like a lot because especially this last year, because I started doing my own business and there's a lot of like nitty gritty, like paperwork bullshit that I
Yeah.
have to do.
That you have to.
I
You have
to
no
do,
choice.
or I actually can't eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I don't do this bullshit, then
Talk about
it's like,
affecting the full brain.
it is. Yeah. If I don't get food. So, but you know, caffeine for like a long time was the way that I would cope with that kind of shit. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, when I'm on my medication, I can't drink caffeine, but
Yeah.
it's
But
a
that
week-
hence yeah.
and it's a weekend right now. So
But as somebody that is very much undiagnosed ADD, caffeine is still my go-to drug to
Yeah.
solve for the workaround.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a 2 coffee day guy now,
yeah,
and I have been since I started this new job because, you know, by 2 o'clock, it's not even that I'm tired; it's that I have 25 windows open on my work computer, and I'm like, oh my God, why am I trying to do all these things at once? You know.
I know, right?
And it's like, it's very accepted. Number one, that's very, very much accepted. But congrats on the business.
Thanks, dude.
That is one of the reasons why I feel like I wanted to get you on the show.
Oh,
I really was excited to hear. I feel like not a tips and trips deal or a tips and tricks deal, but more like a what it feels like in the first year, in the first couple of years. I feel like that's something that like I'm gonna have Hannah talk about this season. Really like try to have just like pieces of any tidbits that you feel like you could pass on to new business owners, because that's that seems the best practice for a podcast.
yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, congrats on the new job.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I'd love to hear more about that soon.
Yeah. I don't know if I can legally tell you.
Oh, well, I don't know because I don't really know anything about it. So yeah.
That's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So that's why I'm still alive. No, the business has been great as far as like the first year goes. I mean, obviously, I've been self-employed for a very long time now, and so this last year is like me kind of like trying to get out of freelance gig kind of opportunities, and then trying to build something that's going to be a little bit more self-sustaining in the long term. because realistically, working from job to job, it's not something that I want for the rest of my life, for the future, because since getting married, all that kind of stuff. But as far as like that day to day like kind of stuff goes, like it's not easy. I'll say that. And the only advice I think I would have for anybody that wants to do something like that is ask for help and work with other people. Starting your own business is you accepting the fact that you need other people to help you achieve your dreams. And like,
100%.
I wouldn't be anywhere where I am without, serious help from some amazing folks. And, it's like you're on your own kind of when you're starting out, and I think that that's why a lot of businesses fail when they start in their first year, is that a lot of new business leaders are like, I'm going to do it by myself.
And it's all my name on it.
Yeah. And then it's like, and it is my name on it, Grimm Media, LLC. We are GrimmMedia.com. But if you look at the work and you look at the people I'm working with, it's beyond me. It's we are Grimm Media. It's not I am Grimm Media, because that would be terrible. I would not want to. Nothing would be good that would come out of that. It's like I can only produce so much stuff because there's only so many hours in the day that you have in your life, and it's like you have to be able to sleep and eat at some point and maybe watch a movie. Yeah,
if there is a successful business that has I mentality worked into it, it's usually backed by a really large company.
Yeah, like iPhones.
yeah, that's a
iMacs,
good example. Yep.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, like anything that's directed like at the self or at just a singular mindset, like usually has a huge like corporate backing. I feel like anytime I've seen that, I can't name any examples right now. Yeah. Other than iMacs and iPhone, but for sure, that is a good. I think that, dude, like that's very strong. That's a good tip and trick. For starting a business is because nobody talks about that enough.
I think that's
people love to like keep it in the undertones, like we all fam, like this is my team, but like that only touches upon, hey, like you have to ask for help. Like you can't just continue to act like you're building a network and like have that across your brand strategy and it not be reflected upon like the work that you're making all the time,
Yeah. No, for sure.
But yeah, I guess I can't legally tell you. I will talk. It's advertising. Yeah, that's the new job for me. But I don't. Right now, I'm basically doing strategy for it.
Okay.
So we take a look at the full year, and we plan advertising campaigns of multiple mediums.
That's sweet.
Different media channels. Yeah, it's been really cool.
Yeah.
They put me through like a whole 3-month training program as somebody that I don't have a degree and I don't have like that experience. So I was like thrown right into it in July into like 2 different programs, and it's been really good because now I feel like I'm up to speed with any entry level person that's there, And so yeah, it's super cool. I was in home improvement industry, and I'll be in food and beverage by January.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because that goes well with your background.
Yeah, food and beverages. Yeah. The home improvement one was a drag.
Yeah.
And it was very boring, and the CEO of the company was just like sports and only wanted to be in sports networks. Yeah. And it's like, well, we're across every board right now. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, it's going to be really cool. And I've heard that the brand that I'm moving to does a lot of collaborations and like has a lot of exciting stuff happening. So I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need video, Grimm Media LLC, we are GrimmMedia.com.
We'll
be happy to help.
Fuck yes! Oh my God!
Yeah, so
you're a great host, I guess.
I'm the host. This is my show. This is my show. Thank you for tuning into Grimm Media's podcast. We are GrimmMedia.com.
You are every guest says that though, but your lead-in has been so good. But anyway, back to ADD.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Yeah, no, I've definitely abused Adderall, and it was really good, and led me to the point where I was like, oh, I definitely could utilize this,
yeah.
and it not feel like I'm just doing drugs,
Yeah, I think it's like if you're one of those folks, because I was doing a lot of reading on this before I decided to go through with getting prescribed anything, is that if you truly do have ADHD, like it does affect you in a completely different way than if you were to just use it as like a party drug. Because, and I feel like there's a lot, like I'm not a doctor, so obviously don't listen to me, but like.
Unless it's for video.
Unless it's for
If you
video,
need video.
in which case I'd be totally happy to take your questions. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really useful medication, I think, and it definitely has helped me kind of like find a little bit of stability in my life that like at least for the longest time I've had like no real like set schedule stability because of working like in freelance, which is part of the reason why I've decided to kind of like shift a little bit more into like setting up like a business, because it's like I would like some predictability in my life. Like I know when I'm going to have like a busy season or a slow season, but I cannot hey buddy.
One of those dogs is gonna knock over the tripod or knock
It's
over.
happening.
Yeah, I'm expecting it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Or step on the cords, like that's their thing.
Yeah.
They love to do it.
Yeah.
That's how they make their feature in the show.
Good. What was I saying?
Or Hannah is back. Yeah, that's what's going on, I think. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were talking about.
We were talking about ADHD.
Yes, exactly.
And then that happened. Yeah, no, it's just been like a really nice like tool to help me kind of like build that stability in my life that like normally hasn't been there for like so many years, because after I graduated from college I started going full-time freelance, mostly because
But you dove right in like the same year you graduated?
kind of out of necessity, because I couldn't find a job, but I had the skill set, and so I started just kind of letting people know, it's like, hey, this is what I do, and do you have anything like just working with people, taking on some projects that would be like pro bono or whatever, and which is a fancy word for doing it for free.
Will you pass me that water bottle?
Yeah.
Or that, what is it called? There's a name for it. I should know.
Vessel.
Carafe.
Carafe.
Yeah. Dude, what is the of total 100% being only your freelance before you were an LLC, or before you announced like have made it an actual business? What percentage of it was pro bono?
When? Like the first
All
year?
time.
All time?
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Surprisingly low
Okay,
percentage.
cool.
That's right
good.
in front of my camera, by the way.
God damn it.
I
I got it. Hold up.
No, you're good.
I ate this edible before you got
Oh.
here,
Nice.
and it's kicking in right now.
Good.
Welcome to the Microwave Minutes!
Yeah. Today we're talking about
We're talking about, well,
Bagel
we can't
bites.
tell the
We-
guest.
yeah, we'll get there.
Them.
We'll
Yeah,
get there.
yeah. But ADD for
ADD
sure.
for sure.
We're not talking about anything video. That's the challenge.
Nothing video.
You can't give them any tips. You can't give me any tips on
no
shots
tips.
unless it's in your way, obviously.
No, yeah, definitely. I'm thinking that in terms of like the percentage of like how much work I did for free when I was first starting out, man, because I've been doing it for so long, because for the longest time I only worked for free when I was like
That's crazy.
first starting out, and then
That's so fucked up.
it was, and then I started finding some connections with some people, varying degrees of success in terms of like, when I was super young, I would try to find like a mentorship and what have you. Maybe like I think I do like 5% of my work now is for free. If
That's
it's
great.
something that I really like to do, like
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
happy to do it. Like, but most of the times the people that I'm working with now, they are like, hey, we respect you and your time enough that we'll at least give you like something, and but yeah, I mean, if somebody pitches me like a great project that they want to do, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
So
But no, I mean, if it's only, even if we, uptick that, like, even if it's 10%,
yeah,
that's a great. Some
Yeah.
people it's like 70-30
yeah,
or
no,
like
definitely.
50-50,
For a long time, it was like that for me when I was freelancing until I ran out of money.
Your credit card's maxed out.
No, literally. Yeah,
Yep.
that like literally happened, and like that completely changed. Like, because for like when I was living in Chicago, I had like a set amount of money, and I was like, okay, here's my money that I have right now that I took or whatever, and moved to Chicago, and then I just kind of ran out, you
Yeah.
know, and then I was like, well, shit. So I don't really do free work anymore, especially now. because
Especially
after
in
that-
these times, people.
Yeah, in these
no
times,
way.
in this economy,
You can forget
you can
pro bono
Yeah.
creative media.
no pro boner content.
Uh, but yeah, so sorry, wait, when did you move to Chicago?
2017.
Me too.
2017. Yeah.
2016, 2017.
Yeah, it was
When
like right that winter kind of summer, spring.
I was in Albany Park
fall.
when I moved here.
Where? Albany Park?
Albany Park,
Nice.
yeah.
I was in Humboldt.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Oh, before it was cool.
it was very dangerous still.
Still,
It's still quite dangerous at some
quite.
hours.
I don't really go to the Clipper much anymore, to be
I
honest.
know that sucks.
I'm
because-
kind of like scared.
you know what's crazy though is last night I took an Uber and it took me down North Avenue right by my old house, and it's like all brand new construction down there. And
Damn.
I texted Kel, I was like, hey, so we should maybe take a look at Humboldt Park because it's like this is really nice. I bet you it's pretty cheap.
Yep.
And it's like walking distance of like, so I moved. I went to Humboldt Park when I first moved there. Then I moved slightly north, right on the border of Humboldt and Logan.
Mhm.
And then I moved like further into Logan, and I've just like always been kind of around that area.
Why would you want to leave?
I don't know
There's no reason, because everything east of it is just like too bougie and expensive.
exactly.
It's just like, there's not, yeah.
There's a very small radius of land.
Even Avondale, I think, is sick.
We would love to. So my wife and I, Cal, who is not a member but
Hi,
a
Kelsey.
supporter of Grimm Media, We're Grimm Media. So she.
Yeah, dude, you're four. You're four in. We've only been playing for like
Yeah,
20 minutes.
Yeah. There's 3 M's in that.
That's
URL.
great for the algo.
Yeah, SEO. So we're gonna be looking at houses, but I think that, or like condos or whatever is available. But I think Avondale is definitely really high on the list. We love Logan. We'd love to stay in Logan.
Yeah.
But Avondale is cool, man.
Yeah.
There's so many, like Avondale Bowl,
Yep.
fucking
Central Park
Sleepy-
Bar.
Central Park Bar,
Wolf
Sleepy
Lounge.
Village,
Yep.
North Lounge.
It's
all those
really
places.
sweet.
It's sick.
You got a Taco Bell, and I think you got a Burger King over there.
And Baskin Robbins. It's the combo. It's the Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins.
I had no idea.
It's the same building. You walk into the counter, and they will give you ice cream and a donut.
Those are so few and far between
I
these
know.
days.
We need more of those.
We do.
In this economy,
We need more joint businesses.
that's true.
Would you do like a wait? It would need to be creative studio slash what's something that fits in there?
For what?
Like if you did a Baskin Robbins Dunkin' brick and mortar for your media agency or for your
it's-
media company.
Yeah.
It need to be like an actor studio or something for like workshops.
You know
or
what-
piano recitals.
Yeah. You know what's wild is Kel and I have actually already been talking about it. Like, would we like?
Oh, half
Do like a-
salon, half.
Would we do like a mixed
You should.
space?
Like nobody does that, because then you could do just like the Baskin Robbins Dunkin'
Yeah.
thing, like logos on each side on the front.
Get your haircut, and a headshot. You know, or
Dude,
whatever.
That's special. I feel like people would eat it up.
I think it could be fun, but yeah.
Everyday special haircut
everyday
and
special.
a headshot.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Half off.
Damn it! We told the people.
Yeah, we told them it's out.
It's out.
Delete that part.
Okay, we'll go back.
Yeah.
Go back for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
For those listening, we only know each other because of our wives. Well, I'm not married, but you know.
Not yet.
Yes, true. By the time you guys hear this, also not yet.
I would also like to say that Grimm Media also dabbles in weddings. We are grimmedia.com, Grimm Media LLC. Feel free to look us up anytime. We have special pricing for Chicago residents.
Damn, that's all of our listeners, so that's
good.
Good. Yep.
No, it's
We do actually have some Canadians that listen, according to Spotify podcasts. But I think
Okay.
those might be bots. I'm not sure.
Yeah, those northern.
I complained at a Toronto hotel once
Yeah.
online, and it definitely caused some traction to my other numbers. But it might have just been the people that owned the hotel, and they just wanted to trash on me.
Good.
Yeah, we left a Rains coat, like a waterproof, really nice coat, in our hotel room, and I messaged them on Google Maps, and they continued to mislead me that they were going to send me the jacket. Never sent it, and by the end of it, I was just like cursing at
Yeah.
them
That would be.
through Google messages.
Wow.
Google Maps messages.
That's very mature of you.
I know. It wasn't. I'm not super proud of how it ended because we didn't get the jacket, and I won't go back to that hotel in Toronto. But the hotel also sucked.
Is it like a
was
chain?
really bad. No, it was this
It was
like
like a-
Airbnb deal
Yeah.
that was actually ended up being like it had hotel in the name, but it was an Airbnb
Yeah.
or something stupid like that, you know. And yeah, it wasn't good.
Why is that? Why is it that like?
I don't
Have
know.
you noticed that?
I don't.
Like Airbnbs have like kind of
like Bangtel
yeah
on Milwaukee.
yeah they like kind of suck now. It's like or at least like in my opinion like I've had bad experiences lately with Airbnbs.
Like, I definitely stayed in a full Airbnb house that we rented out in the UP once, and I had a great time.
Yeah.
It was really clean. There was no issues. And yeah, it definitely digressed since then for me personally, my experiences with Airbnb, but I also think I got more neglectful of the platform since then.
Yeah.
Like, haven't put in, I don't know. There
Yeah.
was maybe, I don't know. How often do you use Airbnb though?
I used Airbnb possibly for the last time this last summer.
Damn, really?
So I'm like I'm kind of like I'm coming at you right now, Airbnb. We booked this hotel or not a hotel, this Airbnb, and it was like supposed to be like it was a Superhost number one.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, great,
They're
it's gonna be
really good. Yeah.
Love Superhost. I used Airbnb for travel all the time before this, and that's what we would do. We'd find the Superhost because it's like not that much more expensive, but maybe you get like a bottle of wine in the fridge or like snacks or whatever. You know what? It's just supposed to be like a little higher level.
Yeah.
We get there, the house is unlocked, and
Which is like, it can happen.
that's okay. You know, I'm like, okay, you know, I didn't start locking my house until I moved to Chicago. I never locked my door until I moved to Chicago. And then, which is crazy to me. But, I mean, I grew up in Ohio, so like, what's going to happen?
Where were you born in Ohio?
I mean, I was born.
Where'd you grow up in
I grew
Ohio?
up near Cleveland. So, but not in like downtown Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because I would have been locking my doors then.
For sure.
But
Suburb
like
of
suburbs,
Cleveland,
yeah, little place. Anyway, we get there, and this guy comes up on. Have I told you this story?
No.
I'm gonna abridge the shit out of this. 'Cause this is like this could take up the whole episode.
Word.
But this guy comes up on an 18.
Well, don't unabridge too much. you
Okay.
know.
Well, some of it I do have to omit. I will
Got
say
it,
that.
got it,
Some
got it,
of it
got
I
it.
do have to omit.
Some of it, this is bullshit.
Yeah, But this guy comes up on an ATV, and he's like, my buddy was like, who
Oh, I think you did tell me this.
So there's some of this I can't say,
Okay.
but my buddy who sang the song that you heard in the intro, Scoochie Boochie, it was his birthday.
Shout out Scooch.
Yeah. Listen to Dad Quest, just dropped Spotify.
Damn.
Music videos shot by Grimm Media. We are GrimmMedia.com.
I don't even need any commercials in this episode, dude.
It's shit. okay, so the guy comes up on
An
an
ATV.
and my buddy Michael Scoochie Boochie, he says, "How are you doing, sir?" And he's like, "Better than you."
Oh.
And then we say, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you guys are about to have a bad time." And we said, "Why is that?"
Horror
And,
movie
yeah.
setting.
And so he's like, "Yeah, the owner of this Airbnb, she just got arrested like last week for possession of meth." And we're like, "Interesting, okay." And then we go and like check out the hot tub, which is part of the reason why we booked it, and it was completely rank. It smelled like dead bodies or whatever. Like it just smelled really bad, and
Terrible.
so we couldn't even use it for that. So there was no internet. Like the internet jack was like clearly ripped out of the wall when we were there, and so we were like, you know what, we're just gonna try to figure out like a refund situation. Like just like all around like bad vibes. Like doors unlocked. People kept like driving by the house, like really kind of like sketchy, and there's like a whole other list of stories, but like it was
How
was
many days were you
basically-
here?
we were supposed to be there for just the weekend, and we ended up having to leave because of that. And there's like we definitely made like every possible mistake that you could possibly make in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know, the way that this person probably became a super host is they got all their meth friends to come by, stay a night.
you're probably right.
Pay real cheap. It attracts us lower end age of the millennials to just like, hey, it's a cheap one,
Yeah.
it seems like it's gonna work out, and
w-
then
It was a cool listing. Like it was a cool house. Like it was in like the woods. It was like a tree house
yeah,
basically, and it was actually nice.
yeah.
But
But the situation
the situation around it was questionable. So, but that is where we shot all of those music videos that you can watch on Scoochie Boochie's YouTube channel, shot by Grimm Media. So
yes. And it wasn't pro bono, so go get out there.
that one was not for free.
So if you want the good stuff,
Yeah,
you pay for it.
that's true though. I mean, you do get what you pay for in anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not to circle back to that, but I mean that's kind of why my creative endeavors are as far as they are, is because I can't do anything for free.
Yeah.
And like to be somebody that worked in food for as long as I have, like that, it's always been chasing some kind of check,
Yeah.
I think that's like I just couldn't imagine being on that hustle.
Mm-mm.
I think I tried it for a minute and I ended up being a barista. Like I tried it maybe 2 years into living in the city. And I was like, we're gonna throw shows in our apartment and I'm gonna just work on music.
Yeah.
And yeah, same, like I just like ran out of money. Or I
Yeah.
didn't even necessarily run out of money. My credit was shot before I moved down here.
Mhm.
So it was more like I couldn't sustain not having money.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like not fun, eating chicken nuggets all
Yeah.
the time. It's just like it never was super appealing. And also I was drinking a lot then too.
Yeah.
The alcohol subsided all the like those stressors of like having a good financial backing and having a good like outlook for the future, I think.
Yeah.
But that didn't last very long.
Yeah.
It's just like not sustainable.
No, for sure. I mean, totally. I mean, like I feel like everybody that is a creative goes through a very similar kind of patch, and everybody handles it like a different way.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's not the starving artist motif is not something that I would ever encourage to be romanticized as it is.
Agreed.
'Cause it's like, no, you're actually starving.
No, you're malnourished.
Yeah, you're malnourished. It's
you
not,
need other things.
It's not fun. Oh, you want to, and then people are like, oh, you want to like work on this thing for like exposure? It's
Yeah.
exposure to who? More people that'll let you do it for free or not pay you or whatever. But no, I think that
And I feel like there's communities that try to they like they envelope all of those types of creatives,
Yeah.
and then it's a good ecosystem to live in. But then like how long until it's affecting? I don't know. Like there's an ego card in there. I
Yeah.
feel like for me saying it, but at what point do you realize like, oh, like this is kind of like we're all just like sponging off each other, you know?
Yeah, by the time you hit like 25, 26,
Yeah.
you're gonna realize really quickly.
Like wait, I don't actually own anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Because what happens is that, at least I think what happens is that a lot of people that work in like creative, or they start out and then they were in college or whatever, and then they get out and then they're like, oh, I'll just keep doing the thing I was doing in school. But at least for me personally, it's like you had student loans, you had maybe some kind of financial aid and stuff. But when you're out there, you don't have any of that. You have debt. You have, maybe if you're lucky, you can borrow money from family, you know? But that's not really like sustainable, you know? And by the time you're like 25, it's like, what are you going to do, you know? So a lot of people,
Not much. But big ups to generational wealth, am I right?
yeah, those people are killing it right now.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what,
love
I don't know
that.
how they did it.
they didn't.
They didn't. It's
They
crazy.
just got it.
It's generational wealth is something I would love to get on.
Yeah,
get in on.
same. I'm not. I don't even think I could. I'm gonna have kids, but you know, I would
Yeah.
love to just.
I would love to inherit $3 million. That'd be awesome.
from an uncle or a aunt.
Yeah.
I love that.
That'd be so sick.
Or a property. That'd be cool too.
property, land,
Arcade machines.
arcade machine.
Nobody has those, you know. But my uncle has a couple.
My uncle has a couple too, actually.
Which
So,
ones you got?
Well,
Well, you.
yeah. No, what do I have already? So when he finally kicks it, there's a original asteroids cabinet
Damn,
with
we
the,
got Galaga.
Oh,
That's so cool.
yeah, those are the two best, I think.
Agreed.
Galaga, asteroids, and what's the other one? I can't remember the name right now. But
The one that it has an extra axis.
Yes, yes, that
It's
one.
older too, I
Yeah.
think.
But it's in color.
Yeah, what the fuck is that one called? I'm not gonna
It's
remember.
it's at Emporium,
Yeah.
and
The
you
Logan
spin
one.
the dial.
You're correct.
That's
But
the one.
yeah, it's like a different knob too.
Yep.
It's so cool. Why can't we remember it?
I don't remember that one right now.
And they also played it in like an '80s movie or something, like Terminator or something.
Yeah,
Somebody was
it did.
playing
It's
it.
like it's one of the most iconic looking games that neither of us can remember right now. But
Fucking stupid.
yeah, so we really like that game and we recommend it.
Yeah.
I would say
And
that.
oh, is the other one? He's got other ones. Your uncle, right?
Yeah, I think
The other
he's
one that my
got-
uncle has is an Adams Family pinball.
That's
Adams Family Values
we
pinball.
might have related uncles because I'm pretty sure that my uncle has like a Beetlejuice pinball machine or something like that. But yeah, I haven't hung out with him in a really long time because it's almost sad because like when my grandfather passed away, he kind of went full recluse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And but he's like a really cool guy. He introduced me to Myst. I don't know if you ever played that game.
No.
It's like an old school like puzzle game,
Mm-hmm.
and like all the old like computer games, like just kind of like, man,
Doom. That's all I know.
Doom is good.
And
But
RuneScape.
RuneScape 2007 RuneScape is still active. I don't know if you know it, and
I
like
did know
at a high level.
Yeah, I didn't
Like
know that.
I have a friend that still plays that game.
I didn't have any capes, so that shows you how far I got.
That yeah, I think I ended up getting one at one point. But
What, like fire making or something?
Yeah. That's a really fun game. But yeah, those are the games that he like kind of introduced me to. And he has like a huge Pez collection. Like
That's
like
really sick.
it's so sick. He's like
Weird but sick.
yeah, I think he has like 500 different, like at least, like I'm not like in all like throughout the years, like not just like
Yeah.
he bought like a bunch, but like he has like every single. I think at the time it's coming back to me right now, but I think he had like every single Darth Vader Pez head that was ever made.
That's
like every
wild.
iteration of it.
Yeah.
And like for every character of Star Wars that was like on a Pez head,
Yeah.
every different design of it.
What do they still make Pez heads?
I think so. I saw some the other day.
Jesus.
I also saw some in a show called Silo. I don't know if have you seen that on
No.
Apple TV? There's like
Is it newer?
Yeah, it's newer.
I just started for the first time. I started watching Mr. Show.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
watched Mr. Show?
I have.
I am experiencing it for the first time. It makes me want to rewatch all of it again.
Enjoy the ride.
I missed a lot.
That's a great show.
Yeah, I feel like I catch up through the 90s every couple of months,
Yeah.
I don't watch any new things really, which is kind of dumb, but whatever.
I mean, whatever.
And then I go to the movies, but anyway, Silo. I've
Check it
never
out.
seen Silo yet. Netflix?
It's Apple TV, but
I don't have Apple TV.
it's I might be getting rid of it. But it's like $6.99 a month.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, for like something like that. But I don't have anything else really.
Hmm.
And
Opposite. I have like
Audible.
HBO and Netflix. I have a bunch of streaming,
Yeah,
and I shouldn't, but I do.
I have access to streaming.
Oh,
I don't pay for
got
of
it.
it.
Oh yeah, no, we pay for the ones that we have.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think
we just like kind of borrow the passwords and sometimes,
Yeah, you gotta.
but not Netflix because they kicked us off.
We definitely got kicked out of our Netflix, but we ended up getting a new one.
I kind of want to get Netflix again. There's a couple shows on there that I definitely want to check out. But
It's fun. It's fun right now. There's a lot of good stuff on it. I've been watching The Crown.
I have not seen that, and my mom was telling me about it because my mom knows that I'm a big history kind of guy, or I just enjoy history. I feel like that's almost like a dangerous thing to say these days. It's like, oh, I love
What do you know about the
history.
Roman Empire?
Oh, a lot, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Did you really?
Yeah, really.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I definitely I know there was like that meme
Yeah.
that was like on TikTok, like
Did you get
like a
got?
month
Did
ago.
someone
I
get
got
you?
Cal texted me out of the blue. She said, "How often do you think about the Roman Empire?" I was like, "Often. Why?" It's like, "What do you want to know?" The fall. I'm not over it.
The fall of the Roman
Yeah.
Empire.
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, just kind of fell, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to remember if like if this is why I'm not an expert. I just know that like there was like the siege of Constantinople, and it did not go very well. But the main reason that Rome fell in the end was because you have kind of like that slow decline that every empire, every country eventually faces,
Yeah.
where you're either expanding or you're declining. And when Constantinople fell, that's why you have Europe as it is today. Because all of that, when that originally fell, it's like that basically broke off into like what you know now as Europe. And
Interesting.
yeah, and there's like a lot of other stuff around that. I am not an expert. I am not a historian, but I listen to a lot of Dan Carlin, who is an awesome podcast, by the way. But he has like a lot of like he talks about this kind of stuff where it's like whenever he does like an analysis about like a different like civilization, like there's always this theme, and it's always like you have like some great like explosion of whatever political upheaval, and at the end of that you have like this new order that's like expanding and growing, and then it reaches a point where people are kind of like at maybe content or lazy or whatever it is, and then
Content or complacency. And then-
complacency,
yeah.
apathy is the main thing where
Oh.
and I believe anyway, and then it's like all of a sudden that expansion just kind of dies. But what happens when you stop expanding is other civilizations expand into another civilization's thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not supposed to be like a political thing. It's just a thing that it like happens,
Yeah, yeah.
which is like why you see like it's just so weird. And like I wonder if it's like even like relevant for today's society anymore, but at least in history that's how it was. Because in today's society it's like everybody's like connected, like everybody's more interconnected now. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But like back then it wasn't like different cultures would be like alien to people. Like I think it was like the Russians that originally encountered the Mongolians and believed that they were like actual like not human because of the head binding that they
Mhm.
would do, which was a totally normal practice for the Mongolians. The Mongolians, on the other hand, saw the Russians and were like,
What the
what the
fuck is
fuck are
this?"
these guys? And so it's like you just said it was just completely different. Any kind of encounter with like another culture was like completely alien.
I don't. Yeah, like just because of I feel like since the Industrial
know how we-
Revolution,
I don't know how we got
the
on
way
this,
the
by the way.
cultures are, the way the cultures mesh now is just like so already known,
Mm-hmm.
like beknownst to each other. So you can't apply that same theory. I don't think.
Yeah,
Who is this guy? Dan Carlin?
yeah, Dan
Sounds,
Carlin.
sounds like fun.
He's
I might
good,
be able
man.
to do that for a couple episodes.
He's
They
got-
do the Star Wars government at all?
Are you talking about? Wait, are we talking about Star Wars, or are we talking about Reagan Star Wars? Because that's a totally different thing.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I don't know what Reagan Star Wars is.
You don't know that?
No.
That's like an actual thing.
Is it based around the Star
So-
Wars that came out then?
I mean, I can't remember exactly if that lines up exactly with that, but Reagan had this.
86?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, but that was no.
Yeah, no, that would have lined up because it was 79.
In between the
Original
first and the
Second one, but the first one was like 1979, I think.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
So yeah, Reagan totally stole another idea.
Wait, what's Reagan Star Wars?
It's like his like satellite program to like intercept like the nuclear like arms or whatever. It's like it was like his space program, like an early.
And it was a lie?
No, I
Or
mean
it
like
was-
it's
that
like
was- that's
I
his
mean like
space program.
they called it that, like I don't know the
Oh.
specifics, but like
And no, I wasn't talking about Reagan Star Wars. I was talking about Star Wars
oh yeah.
universe itself.
Oh, I'm sure that he would. I'm sure that he would, but he has got like this really he's got a really cool series about World War One that I thought was kind of cool because he like when he does an analysis of like any time where it's like there's any like available written material on it from actual people that were there, he'll like use that. So he'll find like journal entries of people that are in like opposite sides,
Mhm.
and try to like kind of like timestamp them and be like, this is what this person's experiencing over here, and then on the other side of the trenches they're experiencing that, and it's remarkable how similar those experiences are,
Yeah.
and that's sad, but
That sounds like that's a good synthesis,
Yeah.
for something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
yeah, for sure.
I haven't
I
spent-
could talk about the Star Wars civilizations though.
You could?
Oh fuck yeah. I absolutely could go out for a long time on that.
I talked about the Star Wars in one episode because it was right after that last Star Wars came out, I think. Wait, when did that last Star Wars come
That was a
out?
while ago.
The Last Jedi? When did that one come out? Is that the
Uh,
last one?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't been keeping up with the new ones, to be honest with you. I'm
Oh.
old school.
Maybe it was yeah, I think it might have been a breakdown of just like thoughts on the way that it ended. And I think Rogue One specifically, it was like I had just seen Rogue One
I
and
really
I
like
was
that one.
rewatched it and I was like still thinking about it cuz yeah, it's a great lineup.
Yeah,
Like
it's a,
to the original one, like wow, what a great time.
it's a great movie.
But wait. We're going to take a break because we got to get into the food before the end of the
So
episode.
yeah,
We should, right? Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to take a break.
let's do it.
We're going to we're not revealing it yet. I mean, they could see it in the shot. Let's just do it now. Why did you Okay, this one for the first time ever on Microwave Minutes, the guest picked the snack, which is never the case. So why bagel bites?
I like bagel bites.
What better reason do we need? Okay, now we'll be back.
You got the biggest head I've ever seen before on your head. Are you kidding me? I can't even fathom how it got between the door on the way in. Can I weigh it? She sent me a pic at work, had to close it fast. In the pic, she's fully clean.
Hang on. I actually would rather.
Smart.
Just as something.
Gotta.
Yeah. Just to get, because the food is here now too. This is the big part. This is the thing that cost us the most money here.
That's our budget.
This is, we can't eat the budget by having the sound off. This is the Microwave Minutes. I'm your host, Chef Juice. I don't say my name a lot. It's fun for me to do this. We got this camera, and we got this camera, and I also think we could use some love on our hatted faces. We look like Batman villains, I think, in the last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're here with AJ Grimm.
Grimm Media. We are grimmmedia.com. Yep.
Best, honestly, this is the best guest. And I'm calling you out, Adam. Don't forget to listen to RFAT. That's the plug. That's all you get, bitch. Thanks for being here, AJ.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell the audience today your fondest memory of a bagel bite. You can't say right now.
Damn. I don't know. My fondest memory.
You got one?
I mean, yeah.
Same.
I think I got a couple, but I think maybe my fondest is probably like a mid Super Soaker fight break at my aunt's house.
Hell yeah.
She brought out the bagel bites, and we had to do a truce. And so I was just soaked eating bagel bites. It was awesome.
Were you
I was 27 years old.
Great. That leads me to my next question, but just still, are you wears t-shirt in a Super Soaker fight, or are you just like
Oh yeah.
shoes, socks off?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it depends. Like if it's really hot out and you get soaked and you have like a t-shirt on, it just like sticks. You know? It's more fun.
I think I definitely I wore a lot of shirts when I got into Super Soaker fights.
Yeah.
Just because it was just like, oh no, that piece is wet.
It was
know?
always like something where you kind of planned it, but you didn't really think it out. You know? Like
the Super Soaker fight. You mean?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
all of a sudden someone has a Super Soaker, another person has a hose, and it's on. It's war.
And you're 27 years old at your aunt's house.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, I was like, I don't know. I was realistically though, I was probably like 10, 11 years old. So I don't know what I was wearing at that time. But probably not planning it out. Would I do Super Soakers fights at 27 years old? Absolutely.
You didn't plan your fits when you were
Fuck yeah.
a 10-year-old?
Well, did what?
When you were you were that young? I used to plan my outfits when I was that young.
Oh yeah. No,
I think for a long time.
I don't think I actually have ever truly planned an outfit.
Really?
I'm not even kidding.
Interesting.
So I just I'm wearing black right now because I was like, black.
It's your default.
Wears black.
Yeah.
I wear black and that's it.
I feel like
I don't plan the fit.
wait. Yeah, I see you in black a lot. You
Yeah.
don't plan your fits? Is that I like that new hat.
Thanks, man. I got it from the golf shop.
Is it from the new one that's
Golf
out
Lane.
right now? Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
What else is in there?
Hats of different colors. So
like
they have this.
they
in,
got
like,
the
brown.
pastels, or they got
They got
like.
pastels. They have T-shirts.
I'm
and
avoiding
they
going because
have-
I don't need to spend money on it. I
It's-
love it though.
It's not that expensive.
Don't
I'm
say
sorry.
that!
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
no!
sorry. It wasn't that expensive.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And if you have an American Express card,
Hey, you get a discount?
you get 5% off.
Dude, I don't have an Amex.
Yeah, but you might know someone who does. So,
You got an Amex? Amex and SSN, please.
I was pretty surprised. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like standard like concert swag prices.
Okay. Well,
felt like I was, like, at a
festival or regular show?
Like Salt Shed.
Okay.
So like this was $40
Yeah.
or 45, which is a lot for a hat.
Yeah.
But
No, that's
it's
standard.
a corduroy
Yeah.
hat. So
I would. That's why I
And
think
it's
that's a
comfy.
general good price.
yeah.
That's the thing. I like. He's got his higher end stuff, so he's not going to be charging a crazy premium on
Yeah.
hats. Like, I feel like a Supreme hat is like 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, that's decent. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is like 45.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, he's got the higher end stuff, so that's where he's charging the crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
But so anyway, Bagel Bites.
Yeah.
We were back to yeah, honestly, this is the first time we've done Bagel Bites on the show, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm crazy, but I always try my best to follow the instructions.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched any other episodes yet, right?
No.
Okay, so now is welcome to the realm of microwave minutes. All of them are really bad. Most of the things that I have made on the show via the microwave are bad. But that's because I think I didn't follow the corrections directly. Or the, the directions correctly.
The corrections directly.
I'm not dyslexic. But this one is really straightforward. It's literally like, oh wait, I didn't pay attention to the watts. I don't remember what kind of what watt microwave I have. But this is 220 in an 1100 watt microwave for all. Yeah, that's it. You literally take it off for softer bagels. Oh wait. Are you down with the softer bagel? Because I think that's what we're dealing with here.
I'm down with it.
Uh-oh.
I don't mind.
It is say to let the bagel stand for 1 minute before serving, but it's been probably out of the microwave for
3 minutes, 4 minutes,
longer.
5 minutes.
More like 5, yeah. So
I think we'll be fine.
let's get into it.
All right.
We can cheers since we're not like drinking or anything.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy bagel bite. Season premiere!
Bagel bites.
They're really soft.
They're very soft.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad though.
They're definitely like cooked all the way.
That's really soft.
This is going to be the most viewed episode of Microwave Minutes because we actually are doing what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
My boss will finally promote it.
Google
Yep.
AdSense going.
We don't get a lot of... Wait, what?
Google AdSense.
Yeah.
Get it
No,
going.
I mean my boss, like Adam. Usually they don't get it. They don't get that. We don't get any ad spend because I always fail at the assignment.
Here we go. I'm going to try another one. This one is a little crispier. This one in the middle.
It was basically an untoasted bagel, too.
It's not bad.
Wait, you said you took the center one?
I just took the center one. It's kind of crispy.
Oh, that's probably the best one, too. You could tell on the outside, the ones that were on the outside, like the cheese isn't even like...
Oh, yeah. You're probably right.
But one of the funniest versions of this show was when I did like a lasagna.
Yeah.
And I did it for the same amount of time, but at the wrong power level, and it just scorched the whole thing, and I still ate it.
Have I told you about the time I microwaved a chicken breast?
Are you serious?
Yeah, serious. So I don't have a culinary background, unlike some people in the room. I didn't know you couldn't do this.
It just doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, it wasn't. I put a frozen chicken breast in the microwave
Oh
on high
no!
for like
Oh, no.
15 minutes. It was like
As is? Like, did you put like salt
is,
on it?
as
or?
is, as is. It was smaller at the end of it. The full chicken breast was smaller than this bagel bite. And next to it was like this bubbling tar. It was like boiling. Had like these bubbles. Cal has a picture of it on her phone still, because I sent it to her. I had to throw the whole plate out. My roommates were so pissed at me. Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did you?
I had to take a bite. I had to.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would have too,
was
but
the-
not the tar.
It was like chicken jerky at the end of it.
Yeah,
Which-
super dried out.
Yeah. It was literally.
So did that really
boiling.
change your culinary trajectory? Like, do you cook now, or
I do cook now, yeah.
how long ago was that? I don't know why I keep asking that.
5 years ago?
Whoa.
I've never been an amazing cook. I'll
I
say
didn't
that.
really use a microwave. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I would fuck things up in the microwave because I had no idea the power of this thing. It's miraculous.
It's crazy.
Like the fact that it could even do that to your chicken breast is bonkers.
It's crazy that we put food in that
Yeah.
and then we eat it.
Yep.
And we're like, this was fine.
I'm fine with it. It's just some batteries pushing together.
Yeah, that's
energy.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like it's in a way it's you could say the same thing about what we put in our refrigerators and freezers in some way.
Yeah.
You know, because it kind of might operate the same way. I don't know how that
Similar.
shit works.
I don't know.
Is there a stuff you should know like episode on microwave? That'd be a good episode.
That would be a good episode.
I need to ask them. Wow, I don't know what I should get with them.
You gotta.
Yeah. I think that's the next move for this season is trying to get like other podcasters on here because right now I just love having people that like I like popping the podcast cherry sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is fun.
Cuz some people they don't go anywhere with it. They panic.
And
it's
they like freeze up.
Yeah, well, and then like the way that the audience or the way that the host guest relationship,
Yeah.
if they blank out, dude, it goes awful for both of us.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about something that we had no idea we needed to talk about.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you some of those experiences.
Why
But
not?
you could listen to them though.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There are a few that haven't aired.
For
That were
that
just like
reason?
so cringe. Yeah, for sure. Like 3 or 4 off the top of my head that I know for a fact. Like I can think of.
Oh, that's so.
It's cringe. Like I'm
That's
down.
bad.
I'm down with cringe stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's like it's fun because
It can be.
it has its own level
It
of
can be cringe.
Yeah.
And fun.
Yeah, agreed. But there's a lot of other
Yeah.
Those are like those live streams on TikTok. That's that same vibe of
The
uncomfortable.
NPC.
Yeah. Well,
stuff.
not even NPCs. Sometimes
know
they
what I'm
seem like
talking about,
real
though?
people. No.
You don't know? Have you? Okay. So, hold up. Because like for a second there, I was like, oh, man, what if I just pretend to like completely start like clamming up and like bomb right now? What would happen?
Oh.
But I couldn't even do it. But like I'm like dead serious right now with this NPC thing. I have to talk to you about this. And I cannot believe you don't know this.
Maybe I
So,
do, and I
you
didn't know the name
There's
for
people
it.
that are like acting like they'll just like bounce around or whatever, and then somebody will like donate $1, and they'll be like, yes, yes, yes. You know what I mean?
That's a real
That's
thing.
a thing, and people make a ton of money off of it. And it's like, or there's this one girl, and she does this thing where she just kind of like you know how like in a video game, like an NPC, like they're never just like static. They just like have like this like kind of movement,
Yeah.
and they like just do that, and they stare down the camera, and then they're like, gang, 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 and then it's just like, it's the stupidest thing ever. But people are making thousands of dollars doing this on TikTok.
I didn't realize that there was a name for it, and I've definitely stumbled
seen it.
upon those. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's like huge.
I thought that they were like gaming and like playing with their friends.
No,
you
it's
know, and it was like a secondary thing.
It's a hustle.
That's wild.
It is wild.
Okay, wait. Hang on one second.
Speaking of hustle and hustle.
Yeah, we got some hustling dogs outside.
I almost tried to bomb. I couldn't bring myself to it because I was like, if I try to bomb, and then I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, you're just it's in your blood, man.
Yeah, something's in my blood, man.
It's the ability to you can perform in front of a camera. It's that simple.
Yeah.
You're not an NPC.
Well,
I've never had an NPC on the show. I would love that. Just to be able to select conversation. That would be sick.
Yeah, that would.
But I would do it probably in a Twitch stream. Be a Twitch stream version.
I think it would have to be.
Yeah, you couldn't just do it as an episode.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as interactive. But anyway, Bagel Bites, I honestly like.
Are we going right now?
We're going right now.
Okay.
Bagel Bites, microwaveminutes.com, microwaveminutes.com, all for the algo to catch up to you. Where can they find you, AJ?
WeAreGrimmMedia.com. That's
and
Grimm Media LLC. Again, that is WeAreGrimmMedia.com.
great, fucking radio killer here. Or I don't know who actually made these, but shout out Bagel Bites. I'm sure they're online too.
That's
They're-
a subsidiary of Kraft Heinz.
Oh, perfect.
Yep,
Did you know that already?
I know that. I do know that.
This was the Bagel Bites episode. We're not done yet, so I guess we have to keep talking until we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen to me chew for a second. Fucking gross, right? Wait, there was I did have something. There was something that I was gonna. I had set out to talk to you about, but I don't remember what the fuck it was. Like before, like earlier, I did. After everything that's
you
been
had
said
notes?
and done, I had some notes.
Are
But
they
it-
on your phone?
Yeah, but my phone's right here, people.
Oh, we can't use it.
Shot on iPhone.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I can't even call it back to what we talked about this episode. But
I mean, we started out with ADHD.
well, that's been
It's
great.
appropriate.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, and then we talked about Pish Posh Applesauce.
everything.
Have you been to dinner lately? You got any Chicago Rex?
Chicago Rex.
You went to Atta Girl.
I did go to Atta Girl. I did like it. Good smash burger. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, I've heard mixed reviews. And we went for we won a Friends and Family.
Yeah.
Which is super exciting. So I guess, yeah, shout out Atta Girl for sure.
Yeah, Atta Girl's good. The fries were very salty. I will say that. To the point where it like kind of hurt.
That's
But-
good feedback, I think.
Yeah, but they were good. I mean, everything was good. The atmosphere in there was good. Other Chicago restaurants are all really good. I don't really have any.
Damn,
like-
really?
I mean,
Is that
like,
is that why? I think that's why I could live here forever.
I think
So much fucking good
I
food.
really like anything that comes to mind. I'd be like, yeah, I would recommend checking out that place at least once.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant where I'd be like, I would never come here.
Word.
You know, because it's like it's so competitive here. I mean, it's like incredibly competitive in
Yeah.
the food and beverage scene here. Like,
I would not go back to 90 Mile Cuban Cafe.
are you serious?
Yeah, I had a bad experience with my parents there.
Wow.
It was crazy, actually. We were waiting for service.
Mm-hmm.
We got sat, and then we were waiting for service for about 40 minutes.
That's bad.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I had been there in the past, and this is also only one location. And so I know that they have other ones, but I don't think I could do that again.
Is that the one here?
Yeah,
right
nearby.
around here. Yeah.
But
I had a similar experience at Perch in Wicker Park, but then I ended up going back and completely different
they
experience.
flipped you? Oh, word.
Yeah. So
Dang.
that's why I would say I don't know.
Yeah,
like
you really
almost
never
most
you really
places.
never know. That's true.
Because you never know exactly where you're going to be getting. But yeah, I don't know. One of my favorite restaurants in the city is probably going to be. It's expensive, but I really like Andres Taverna in Logan.
Dude, we have been there I've been there 5 or 6 times, I feel like. Every time it's been delicious.
Yeah.
So good every time. Brunch and dinner,
Yeah,
amazing.
so good.
That's awesome. I'm glad that's a common ground for us. That like, dude, I feel like if there's one takeaway, don't regard any of our recommendations, but you go to Andros Taverna.
Yeah, trust us.
Delicious. They don't have bagel bites,
No,
but they've got.
they have zucchini chips.
Yep, that's better.
Yeah.
There's one left though. Do you want it?
No, you're good. You can have it if you want.
Uh.
I can't possibly.
Well, when you put it that way,
I couldn't possibly. Nice.
The only rating system is dank or not dank.
For bagel bites?
No, for the whole show,
Oh. Dank.
for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely dank.
I would say dank.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Let's do this again sometime.
Looking forward to it.
Season 5.
Hell yeah.
This is season 4.
Soon.
I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a good time.
Awesome. I think it's going to be great. Season 4 closing out. Not brought to you by Grimm Media,
Word.
but
And
In part.
RFAT audio something RFAT.com. .bigcartel.
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike,
All right.
Mike.
Peace. See you later, losers.
Michael.
Just kidding. I love you.
awesome.
So what's up?